And Derek,
Really well
job
done by
moving
Derek.
there. Oh, what a big snipe!
And Russo gets backed out of the cut.
No way! No way! No way!
All right, what is up, everybody? How are you all doing today on this fine Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're from? We're joined by Jack and Zesti.
What's up, guys? Ready for this exciting match between Sakura and Now or Never?
Yeah, two teams that are sort of in the mid-table here, 5th and 6th respectively. Now or Never with 4, Sakura with 4. And both of them have kind of, I mean, Now or Never were predicted to place somewhere in the top 3, but Velikor have really proven us doubters wrong. I mean, in the beginning of the season, we were wondering how they were going to do. We were wondering if they were going to cope every now and again if they didn't play the likes of Neo or Sane. And I think Sane only played maybe 1 match or 2 matches. He played the last one, I believe, but they have coped very well. They are 3-0, starting off with that major upset victory against MW in week 1 that was close to a 100-point deficit. That's actually the biggest deficit we've seen, like Zesti said. A lot of these matches have been very close.
Yeah, going off of that, you can see the overall differential between every team except Velikor. It's really low. Like SA and Now or Never both under 30-point differentials in their matches. Every single one of their matches has been close, and I hope we can get the same closest in this match as well.
Yeah, and I haven't been paying attention to Division 1 in previous seasons, but this might be one of the closest divisions, like, ever. Like, the matches have been so close, so entertaining. Hoping that trend continues with this match.
Yeah, and as for their previous matches, NON actually managed to scrape a victory against Apocalypse Emerald, who are now 0-3 after it was NON who received a -20 and then AP with, I'm trying to look at the
I think it was a -20 for NON and a -10 for AP.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. At first I'm like, wait, what happened here? Yeah, so it would have been a victory regardless of which pens were given or not, but that was a very close affair. I mean, most of these matches have been super tight. And yeah, before we get into the lineups, I want to make sure you guys know that their donations are open for the 2021 MKPS prize pool. You can donate by going to the Streamlabs donation link, subscribing to the MKPS Twitch channel, or MKB Twitch channel, or donating bits. And if you do subscribe, you will have sub badges. It's going to be 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, I think 1 year. Yeah, it's essentially like the lounge rankings. You got bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond. So make sure you guys check that out. And then as for the lineups, to start off, we've got Sakura with Chili, Frozen, Jake, Sam, and Chris. Not to be confused with Merc, because he does play for VC. What do you guys think about this lineup?
Yeah, so this lineup coming from SA, we do see Chris slotting into the bagging slot, which Adam has previously had until his little affair last week. So Chris has been grinding with Jazz over the past week to get ready for this match, and I've really liked what I've seen from Chris. He's put in a lot of work, seen a lot of improvement from him, and I definitely want to see how well he's doing. And for the running-wise, it's pretty much the same SA lineup we've seen every week, with Jake, Sam, Frozen, Chili, and Fusion as the sub. A very solid running lineup. A lot of versatility through all these runners. Definitely very, very strong.
Chili for Fusion, though. I'm actually interested to see how that's going to turn out, because Chili and Fusion kind of interchange every now and again as that 4th runner. And if we look at the standings, actually, I'm trying to see where Fusion is placed, because he's actually been playing pretty well so far this season, but I don't think he's in the standings because he only played, I think, 1 game, and that was week 2 against Velikor, the one in which Velikor won by 2. A lot of individual mistakes for SA in that particular affair. So let's see if they can kind of brush it up a little bit this time.
Yeah, and one thing we've been seeing this week is we've had a lot of bagging debuts. We've had Orange, we had Merc, now we have Chris. I'm interested to see how that plays a role into the rest of SA season, because it just a random switch. Obviously, we all know what happened to Adam. Don't want to go into it too much.
Little mental breakdown. It's all good.
Yeah, I don't know. How does that affect the team? Just your main bagger gone for the rest of the season. Now you got Chris coming up the rankings here. I don't know. I'd be a little bit worried.
Yeah, like I alluded to earlier, yeah, sure, Adam's gone. He was our main bagger, but Chris, like I said, he's been putting in a lot of work. I've really liked what I've seen from him. Very consistent on a lot of strats, and him and Jazz have been working tirelessly together. Okay, so this lineup is a little out of date. Instead of Emil, we're gonna have Azmac running for NON and Roast bagging instead of Tears.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately, I kind of threw that out last minute, and I'm like, I don't have time to finish this. So yeah.
yeah, you're all good.
Okay.
Jack, what do you about this lineup?
Well, another debut. Zesti mentioned a lot of bagging debuts. This time we actually have a running debut for Azmac. And I'm wondering how he's going to slot into this running lineup because it's kind of a mishmash of American and Japanese players. I know Azmac speaks decent English though, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue in regards to chemistry. But we'll see how he slots in. I don't know if he's played too many scrims with them. I think he's kind of played with them every now and again. So I think Azmac as an individual runner is absolutely solid though. I think if you're talking lines wise, he can definitely show out here. If you get him in a top 2 spot, top 3 spot, you know, good luck getting him out.
Yeah, and talking about Roast is literally insane. I've batted against him a few times, and he is definitely a top 5, if not like top 3 bagger in the world right now. He is so consistent with strats and such a smart player. It's gonna be a really tough challenge for Chris, in my opinion, for him to keep up with Roast. So that's probably gonna be one of the main like focal points of this lineup is Roast bagging, getting shocked for them.
Yeah, this is one of the most fun lineups I've seen from NON. Azmac, Casper, Quinn, and then you have Susui rounding it out. This. I don't know if they can run this lineup for the rest of the season. I think they can get into the top 3.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I think, you know, I'm actually kind of surprised that Luke hasn't been rotating too much in the lineup. I'm not sure if it's because of tactical reasons or something, but I know Susui has been very much improved. I know for a lot of years in 2017, 2018, 2019, he was kind of stuck in that I know a lot of people would label him as a lounge player, but he really has stepped up his war game in the past year or so. And, you know, he's a bit of a wild card in terms of individual performance, but if he's on his day, my God, especially in certain tracks like DKM, easily one of the best players in the game in that track. Also, BC3, arguably the best player in the game, aside from maybe Nash or the self-proclaimed best BC3 Ultra Taker, Ornan. So, I mean, if you pick one of those 2 tracks or maybe, you know, a couple other tracks that are still, like, you know, well-suited for Daisy like DKM, I think this team can really show out.
Yeah, talking about Sunsui, what he lacks in like driving ability, he makes up for in like game knowledge and stuff. He's been playing for over a decade now in like the competitive scene, and he's a very smart player, and he can definitely like help lead this team to a victory, I feel like.
Yeah, I totally agree. And one thing to note, I think there was a Japanese FFA played right before this match in which Casper and Azmac finished 2nd and 3rd. So they're warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean,
this is definitely a scary lineup if you're SA.
For me, I think there are just too many question marks if you're talking about SA. And I mean, both of them are still like, you know, they're kind of neck and neck in the standings, and this match has, you know, a lot of stakes, but I feel like in the end, Now or Never is going to take this one. If we're talking about predictions, I'm going to say Now or Never by 42.
Yeah, I gotta go with my boys. I think SA are gonna take this one. It's gonna be close as every match has been for them. I just hope they can, because for SA, a lot of the matches have come down to the last race. For example, VC, SC, they were winning going into the last race and ended up choking both of them. I feel like this time, 3rd time's a charm. I feel like we're gonna come on strong and end up winning this match by 20.
Okay, Zesti, who you got? Who's gonna be the tiebreaker here?
I mean, I just said NON can sneak into the top 3 with this lineup, so I have to go with NON. Azmac with a huge debut, I'm assuming. He's gonna go off, drop 100. I don't think he'll MVP though. I think Jake will MVP. That guy is insane.
Woo. We have started up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Yeah, to be fair, we were rushing up with the graphics, so here we go to start off with Casper. Unfortunately, is going to be 30 seconds behind, so I'm going to let him know just about that, and then play some instant replays. In the beginning, Casper got bumped by Sam, who drafted up, so we see an early top 3 here for SA in their POV. Early shot coming in, though. 2 people dodging up from 7-8, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that's a non-shot considering SA are top 2 and top 2-4. So we do see Quinn coming up in a star. Gonna throw a red at Jake. Jake, ooh, I mean Frozen, unable to avoid that red.
Yeah,
It's going.
and that was Roast, by the way, who made the backward strat, and Chris is falling super far behind because he did initially fail it, so this could allow Roast to pull a second one quite easily. I mean, that first one, I think, was a 9er, had to be. I mean, not a 9er,
Chris
but,
is
sorry.
going forwards
I'm confusing the
in
team.
the
Yeah.
end.
Yes, this could
It
mean
looks
that
like
he
he's
has a
just
second
given
one.
up. We do see a
Ooh,
bomb.
wow.
Frozen, and Frozen getting bumped off there. That is very unfortunate for him. He's going to be in 8th by a lot right now.
I don't know if Chris has the shock. It looks like he has it. He's not going for boxes. This is super weird from Chris.
He's running towards Rose, so I think he's just trying to prevent him from getting a shot.
Yeah. Not something you'd see from a D1 bagger. Not even making stairs. Just waiting for the bagger to catch up to him.
And nevertheless, we do see SA in bottom 2 here. Frozen holding a star, gonna chain it up here. Definitely signaling that Chris does not have the shock. Just gonna be trying to get up in these top spots.
Going forwards. I don't know who it is. Someone
Yeah,
has
we
the
see-
shock though.
Here's the instant replay real quick. We saw Quinn getting almost blued off there. I thought he was gonna get bumped off by Casper, but it didn't look like he landed on that banister.
So we do see the shot come in. I'm not sure who that was. It got Frozen.
Susui dodged up right after the cut. That definitely had to be an NON shock there, as it did time him right after the cut.
Yeah,
Ooh,
looks like
yeah,
top
this is
3
not
for
looking
NON.
I don't know if he got the best chain though, considering he's still in 4th. I did see him clip the grass actually, so that could have been a slightly mistimed shock there. And Susui's off the ray. No lag. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Grace to
top 3
start off.
spot.
Take a look at the instant replay. We saw Casper redding Jake right before that shock came in.
Yeah, it looks like both Quinn and Sunsui dodged that shock. So Rose coming in clutch, getting the 2 shocks for NON, giving them a huge race 1 to start out with. This is not what you want to see as an SA fan.
Yeah, 2 shocks on RVC is killer. Chris, if this is how the war is gonna go, Chris is in big trouble.
Yeah, top 3-5 for NON. It's around a plus 23 race, I believe. 23-25 for NON. Really good start. Let's see if they can carry this momentum in the next few races.
I mean, that was a top 3 early on, right, for SA. I mean, 2 shocks, absolutely killing them. And that's the name of the game, really. And if this keeps up, I mean, it's going to spell good night for Sakura early on.
Yeah, and if they can chain track picks, this could get ugly. But it's way too early to tell.
If you're NON here, what track do you want for top 3-5?
BCW, I'd say, really. I mean, especially with the power that you possess in the glitch taking with Casper. Maybe not Susui as much. I think that's one of his weak points, is he's not really that consistent with the BCW glitch despite maining Daisy, but I still think BCW is the play here.
Alright.
They don't get their pick, though. That is a big let-off already.
Yeah, and not many big strats on here, so it could help chill Chris out a little bit in the bagging department. I assume we're going to see at least 2 members from NON try to drop into these bottom 4 spots. They get those goldens here.
Interested to see how they play this in top 3.
Yeah, I would assume Sunsui's going to drop here.
With 2 run and a lucky shroom in 4th, he'll get up there. But so is Susui. He got a box in 5th, so that could be triple shrooms. Could have 2 shrooms left.
Yeah, that would be huge for Sunsui if he has shrooms here. I'd like to see if he can back him to make him burn 1 at least.
Wow, that worked? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was really nice from Frozen. Good heads-up play.
Early top 2 here. I don't think there's gonna be any shrooms from Sam. Don't know.
We do see
already. Yeah, it's Chris going forward.
This could be a really good sign for SA here.
They have to use a lap 3 shock though, which could hurt them, but they're in good spots
He's
so
in
far.
sniping position here, tries to get it to the right of Azmac there, but he's able to cut inside of
I
that.
think he
Not
gets
sure
him.
Yeah, he got him on the rebound, I think.
Bit fortunate there, but yeah.
What?
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Maybe Frozen was ahead on the screen?
Possibly.
Weird lag.
Nevertheless, we do see Azmac in first, Frozen in second. I believe Sam is in third. The pack is very spread out, if you can't see.
Wow.
Wait, what is going on?
Cuts inside of that fib.
We have
This
two
is a
people.
prime position for Susui to try to get a snipe off, but he missed out. He didn't even throw it in the end. I think he was afraid of
This
hitting
is the
Az.
drop star there for Azmac.
Yeah, we see 7-8 still at the hedges. I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like
Yeah,
only 5.
What is this pack?
It looks to me
This
like one of
is
NON
so
decided
weird.
to Sui and tried to get the shock out of Chris, but nothing doing there. A blue onto Sam as well. A little bit of lag.
That lag.
What?
Oh my.
That was, yeah. Frozen still holding it on first here. We just see a 2-3 from A.
That's what
from
happened.
NON. Casper holding on to the blue. Okay, that's like really far behind. Will we see a shock? That is the question.
Oh, that's beautifully done.
Snipe.
Yeah, that was really good for Azmac. They're gonna secure the top 2 for NON.
And that's a
big
10-point swing. 10-point
Yeah.
swing, yes.
One Nana can do so much damage there.
And it looked like a top 2-4 for NON, because I did see Quinn come in behind Frozen. So I'm not sure what happened. We probably need to look back at that, because there was 2 players just sitting at that chain chomp section for at least 30 seconds. Almost a lot.
Yeah. I've never
Then you
seen
can
a
race
Peach
now.
Gardens. I've never seen a Peach Gardens pack like that. That is something else.
Yeah,
Up
so
to 5-8.
yeah, it looked like Chili and Casper were competing over that 8th place box in Shockless race. So I guess, yeah, Casper was trying to deny that star, so SA couldn't use the shock.
I mean, with
He
that,
did
we
pull
already
shock there.
a 44-point lead.
Yeah, I don't know if he could have maybe canceled the Nana Snipe, assuming they had it. It looked like they did have it for a majority of that race, but Frozen just didn't pull the trigger there.
Yeah, that was just a very confusing race all around. A lot of interesting things going on. That was a good competition between Azmac and Frozen that last lap with back and
Yeah. There were some opportunities to use shock. They could have been a canceled blue from Sam. That didn't happen, and then maybe the cancel man at the end to save some points, but nothing of that sort. Maybe the star was shocked out of Chris. Not
yeah,
sure.
that's definitely a possibility. We do see RSL coming in for SA, one of those tracks that definitely does not benefit first, and will help SA catch up from that negative race.
And a
You're
bit of
getting
a
their track
question.
picks.
Bit of a question coming out from Sam. Throwing a blue shell from behind, is that a troll? Lap behind, is that a troll? I think it's sarcasm. But just letting you know that is not a troll. It's just a play that Casper decided to make to drop that far behind, managed to pull a blue. Anyway, Sam coming up the rear there with the shroom in third.
Yeah. You see
I'm coming
Quinn
up too.
goldening up, gonna be in first.
Early shrooms here. One thing to note, we have not seen a lot of Jake in the front, which is unlike him. He was part of that bottom 4 that was 30 seconds behind.
You want to play that schlagging role in this situation, but I mean, Fifth is so far behind now, he's just going to drive. Oh,
Ooh, good
He's
bomb
just
coming
owning
out on
Susui so far. Double bomb on Susui.
dude, perfect trick shot. Just gets it off the wall there, makes it unpredictable.
And now
Yeah,
one
the blue
blue.
here will be massive for SA. We do see Chris in 10th. If he can pull shock here, it's gonna be crucial.
It is. As for coming up,
It looks like Quinn does get blued.
cancel blue and dodge.
I believe so.
That means Rose should be in 10th by a lot if they're willing to use a lap 2 shock.
Break. I think he had to have given up at some point to try to pull stars or something along of the sort. But, you know, in a track like this, in which if you fall off with Bill and you get a golden, you can really break away in the bagging, I don't think giving up that early is the move.
Yeah, I think we might see another shock soon from NO1 if they need it. At the moment, they're top 2-5. Lucy trying to get his revenge with that bomb doesn't do so.
Blueprint 4th. Now what you want here is Frozen. We need Sam to contest these top 2
Some
spots.
twin, will we see a shock? No shock. And a penguin hit. Okay.
Spams a mega.
Gets bailed
What was
out.
A held blue from Susui. And it looks like another good race for NON. Jake in last place, it seems like. He's not off to a good start. Yeah, we just see Roast falling off there.
Not entirely sure what happened to Azmac in that particular instance, but
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like he was slowing down for blue or something, but
It looks like he flipped the wall, I think, on that
yeah,
straight away.
didn't matter. It's a top 3.
Yeah.
Even on the SA track picks, they are owning right now. Chili on 7.
Yeah, if I'm SA, I'd like to see Fusion sub in after this GP because Chili is just not performing like you'd want him to, I feel like.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of the schlag work, but it's not working. He didn't get any hits in that cave section lap 1, which meant Casper could hold the bill and then dodge up and win the race. So, not very effective schlag work from Chili in both races. The Peach Gardens race, he was doing the same thing, and it did not work for his team.
yeah.
Maybe over-reliance on schlag is not the go-to for Chili. He needs to get up there.
Yeah, Frozen and Sam are doing their job trying to stay in those top 3-4 spots, but they couldn't do it, and them getting Bill and Shock just did not help at all, and just basically was a domino effect, ruining SA's race there, putting it down 65 points after race 3.
SA really rely on Jake and Frozen being that front presence, and we have not seen Jake at all. We've seen Sam a little bit, but it's just not enough. And they finally get their track pick, as if they weren't doing well already.
Okay.
Yeah, this could be the dagger in the coffin here if they're able to get a good race, maintain these top spots. We need these SA members to crack these top spots and Chris to show up and get the shot
Yeah,
here.
let's see how Chris does here. This is a huge race for Chris and his team.
Boxing 6 pulls a golden. I'd like to see him just.
Oh, that's just a perfect
That is
item right
so
there.
bad. He was
Yeah,
about
that
to
is-
break into those top spots. I think we might have a DC here.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
Well, I mean, never count him out yet. Frozen is a pretty prominent glitch taker, so maybe he can take it up to maybe 4th here and golden up afterwards.
See Sam? I don't think Jake is in the room. So Jake potentially DC'd or he's in first. I cannot see his name anywhere.
No, he DC'd. Most
That
definitely
this
DC'd.
is not good.
It looks like Roast also makes Hawk strat, so he will be ahead in 10th.
Sam TC in 3rd. But this is a lap behind, so we know that Casper and Quinn are pretty much gone in top 2. And we see a
Bombs
Daisy in
galore here,
3rd.
my goodness. And now there's a blue to at least nullify some damage here. And not really in position to, I was going to say not in position to snipe anybody, so instead he tries to back the bomb there. Does back the bomb. But, you know,
Very
something's
close
got
to
to
the
give.
ram. Yeah, he needs a glitch here. They are.
I don't know
This
about
is
that true usage.
desperation
I
right
think he's
now.
trying to cycle for the blue.
Maybe they have Shock. Maybe they're trying to cycle for a Mega, potentially.
Just super blocked. Not even gonna waste his mega to unblock it. Oh. Okay.
Mega coming out. That probably signals that Azmac is Roast is either in 10th or has a Shock, because we definitely should have seen Shock come in there.
No shock
And
yet, though. I know
bombs.
that is going to be Roast winning by just a slight bit. If he can make the Hawk here, no.
Ooh,
Chris, man, he makes it, actually.
Let's go, Chris. Alright, Chris in 10th. They need to pull this now, because they need to get this top 3 out
That's
immediately.
Roast, actually. Confused
Oh,
there.
Roast made it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Chris was in the lead at first, and then he failed the Hawk, and yeah, there it is. Roast getting...
Oh.
No, that was actually that was an SA shock.
Chris getting the shock.
Alright, that's some damage control. Still a top 2.
Oh my god. They need another blue. They still won't win the race. Shroom?
I'm telling you.
That was insane. Okay. Chili also.
Play.
Never mind. That was nutty.
And this backspin could be a blessing in disguise, because now he can maybe potentially back Susui on the way down here. Gets a wide backspin. They both go really wide. That was kind of a good play there, but doesn't connect. Could have been a 2-3-4 there for NON, but we did see Quinn go down. Still could be a 2-3-4.
Yeah, it's still a losing race. What a play. That is probably one of the plays of the season, in my opinion. Shroomless glitch in
Yeah, that
third
was-
place. You're
that
the
was
team's
insane.
only hope. If you fail it, you give them top 3 maybe, and he makes it. That is unbelievable. Saving
Yeah.
grace.
I'm getting word that Jake got PO'd, so this could be.
Oh wow.
Jake PO never fails. It's not the first time it's happened.
Fusion is here and will be subbing in, but that's a horrible GP if you're SA.
Yeah, and one thing we said in the predictions cast is if Jake and Frozen don't play, this team might not be able to compete, and this is what we're gonna see for the next 2 GPs. What can they do without Jake?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what SA can do here. I'm trying to think of any possible tracks that they could pick with the absence of Jake. I know Frozen can really run any track, but I don't know. I feel like the writing's already on the wall here. I don't want to say that this is over, but I mean, I don't really... It's hard for me to conceive a way for SA to come back here.
This is not what I expected, really. We've seen some really good D1 matches. This could be one of the few blowouts.
Man, they all
Yeah.
joined up quick. So here we go. No break needed. We're getting right back into the mix. And this is going to be a tough hill to climb for Sakura, needless to say. But we'll see what they can do. We'll see how they approach this. I think at this point, you know, pick a track that's a little bit unorthodox. Pick a track that maybe you're comfortable with that isn't too much of a part of the meta. We'll see what they come out with here, with Now or Never being the hosts.
Maybe some Desert Hills, Daisy Circuit. Those are some tracks that you don't see a lot. Shy Guy Beach.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Something.
some luck tracks or something where the bagging isn't as hard, because Roast has been dominating Chris on these tech heavy.
That's a spicy pick.
Yeah, Goldmine and 246. Interesting.
They'll get the 8th place box, but
Yeah.
Frozen's gonna have to challenge Casper in the front. Unless, I think he actually gave up his spot to Fusion. That's why he left the room. So I don't know where Frozen's actually gonna start in this room.
Yeah, we do see DDR coming out for NON, one of the staple 1-3 picks. Fusion is, Frozen is starting in second, so we'll see if he can contest Casper up here in first. Definitely gonna try to get in first. Run heavy track.
Yeah, this is one of Casper's best tracks.
I wonder if
He
he's
can
going to
pick
go
this all the
wide. He's
time.
going to stay tight here.
Does pull a shroom. That's gonna
This
be
is good. He can get into first. Something they've been lacking.
And that shortcut that he took right there is essentially the Casper trademark there. So he was able to get up to first with Casper's own shortcut. Now let's see how well he can lock this down. Doesn't make the wall glitch. Casper's going to overtake, I think, even with the lag. No, Casper concedes the spot.
If he won here, he has to hold on.
Yeah, all NON behind him in 2, 3, 4, 5. So
He's in the best position to win a 2v1 though, so...
we do see Roast in 10th.
Oh wow,
He's not going to make the stand. Yeah, he has to go around.
backs both his items.
Chris very far behind in 9th. Needs to just go for it in 9th here.
Oh,
Wow.
That pretty much just...
Wow.
Yeah, if Rose pulls a shock, I don't really see it. Unless Fusion can pull triple shrooms in 5th. The POW comes in the air. Does get Sam in the process, though.
Yeah, that was pretty detrimental to Sam. Gonna put him back into the bottom spots.
Quinn got killed. Yeah, Quinn back into 5th. But
You need triple
Casper...
shrooms here if you're frozen. It's a single green. Looks like Fusion does have triple shrooms or golden, so might be able to get into first or second here, depending on what item he has.
Oh, no, he's
Triple
he's in
shroom
the
cut and
sand.
he's failed it horribly. And the shot coming in.
Yeah, Fox comes in.
Usually in last, but
Yes.
I think Casper's still in first.
Yeah, Pack's really close actually. 1 through 7.
Oh! Okay,
Good job.
Fusion redeeming himself there.
Gonna burn the
Blue.
and try to get some sort of shrooms. We do see Casper in 3rd, so Sam in 2nd.
Shrooms, which he does. Thought he could beat him. In
This
the
is
end,
actually
it
a good
looks like
race for
mix.
SA. I want to see because the
Yeah.
shot came in and it did dodge Chili and
Oh,
Sam.
Chili's in 1st. Oh, okay. I
I
thought.
think it's gonna be 135 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was around there, or like 134, I believe. 1346, I think.
You know, I thought for sure with Fusion missing that Ultra was gonna be over, but it looks to me like Chris was able to cheese it, and it's gonna be, yeah, like you mentioned, it's gonna be a 1-3-5. It's kind of close actually.
Yeah, I think it's a 1-3-4-6 for SA.
Yeah.
So it's
Start.
yeah, it's a good race, good resilience from SA getting up there.
Something positive, Chili. I think already outscoring his GP1.
Yeah, good upples on him, getting to the front and staying up there. I'm not sure how he got up. I think Casper and Fusion both fell off there. I don't know if they bumped each other or something.
No, Casper was still running, and then SA used the shock. They all dodged up from the mid to bottom spots.
I see.
Yeah.
So I guess it was like a on Fusion.
At first, I thought it was a SA shock or N1 shock because Quinn dodged. I'm not sure what. I think it might have been Chris in the end.
I mean, I don't see any reason why you would use the shock there if you were NON. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
They didn't even. Yeah, Fusion got well out of the cut. He was practically done when they
would have
shocked,
TS.
so.
Yeah, they probably would have TS Fusion or held it all the way through.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, we got KC coming out here. Let's see if maybe that shot can give Chris some momentum here. This is kind of a 50-50 bagging track, however.
An easier track to bag, but still a lot of outplay potential, especially with the Japanese bagger.
Yeah, lag could play a big role in the sitting tracks.
And it's
Fox.
Yeah, it's outplay. Like you said, it is outplay heavy. You know, especially with the idea of dropping stars, and do I pick up the star if he drops it and risk trolling the other person, or do I just leave it? You know, there's a lot of factors that play into this. Probably
we saw Orange yesterday thinking too much about the other bagger trying to yoink his star, and in the end dropped it too late. Let's see if that happens again.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. This track evolved from like a track where you just sat at the waterfalls, hitting against the wall, trying to get a box.
That star drop earlier.
Things. Crazy.
Looks like Chris dropped a star, which means SA still in first.
He might have fallen right into his own star though. That tends to
Oh
happen.
yeah,
that tends to happen if you sit at the zapper section rather than fly right into like the middle part of that zapper.
Ooh, nice back. Right on landing. Maybe another snipe here. Ooh.
Not connecting.
Now Casper just again in first. He's been running his GP up so far.
Okay, we did see that drop, but Susui actually hit the zapper right into the star, yeah. But I mean,
and now we know that Casper is a shroom in first.
Susui's still in second, though.
He should.
Because he did manage to get back up there with shrooms, so let's see how Frozen can handle this.
No drop star. Casper taking cut in first. They need a blue.
Yeah, or would be really beneficial here. We see someone really far back in 8th.
I'm not necessarily sure about Frozen shroom usage there, because I mean, backspams are kind of easy to avoid in that particular section, so I think he just kind of played safe and take one of the grass cuts, but still able to get into second. No shroom for Susui, no shroom from Susui either. Able to avoid Frozen's backs though.
The red does kind of slow him down a little bit. We do see him fall back. Fib in the waterfall.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. I think first is out of reach without shock.
Yeah, let's see.
Which is what Frozen's trying to do.
Forward. Looks like Roast is going forward, so we could see a late shock into boxes here for NON or a dodge in a Mega Star, etc.
I think Frozen might slow down a little bit. No.
Ooh.
Late shock, a late shock.
Fusion got shock redded, I think.
Yeah. That's another winning race for NON.
I'm telling you, shock's the name of the game. Even in a track like this where you drop stars, I mean, you could really dictate the pace of a race with the shock, even in tracks like this, because, you know, if you don't have dodges, you could always shock red if the spots are mixed, and that's exactly what happened. Still getting, I mean, I did see him getting shock redded, but I don't think anybody dodged. I think everyone got into boxes there. I thought for sure someone would overtake him, but it was just Susui in the end.
I believe Asmacked or dodged in the mid pack, but I don't think it did much. Someone dodged in a Mega, I believe.
Yeah, but it was only one spot lost there for Fusion. I thought it could have been much worse, but still, it's going to be a decent race coming in from NON.
Again, we saw one of the SA members super far back in last. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
At the beginning, someone fell off. It must have been SA member. At the very beginning.
So we do see Stadium coming in from SA. Frozen very confident in his driving ability here, trying to overtake Casper. Maple Treeway coming in for NON. Another track that Casper is obviously very proficient at and would like to run here in 1-3. We do see Treeway coming out on the side of NON. We'll see if Casper can hold down its first here and try to get some backstamps on Frozen.
Yeah, Casper's done a really good job running it up this GP. I don't think he'll lose out here unless Frozen does the little drift strat at the beginning. Looks like he's aiming to do that. Oh, instead it's just going for cut.
I mean, if he pulls I was about to say, if he pulls a
Wow.
gold in here, oh my god,
yeah.
just right on cue.
This is really good. Just don't run into the fib here.
Used it a little early though. I think he was trying to prevent himself from getting back there by Casper. Usually the ideal spot to use it is right after that section, but he still is able to get up to first here. Let's take a look at the bagging for a second here. Let's see
Looks like they're neck and neck.
yeah. We could allow for some bumps.
Yeah, we do see a 2-3 coming out for 2-3-4 coming out for NON. So Frozen again, all alone here in first. Common theme in this war.
Yeah, it's 2-3-4 break. I think Asmik just got TC'd though. He spun out.
Yeah,
Looks like
he's
he's
slowing
going
down.
really
Yeah,
slow.
TC in fifth.
See the bagger sitting at the wall bounce strat. Neither of them going for it. One of them finally makes it. Looks like it's a roast.
Not looking good. Frozen's gonna have to do a lot of work to get them out of 2-3. Really tight green, wow.
Looks like a PAL coming out on the side of SO on NON from SA to target PAL those 2-3-4 on the tree branch.
Not really much to talk about here. Just gonna be what type of back spam he lays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also too, I mean, this pack is breaking, but what would you do? I mean, I think I see NON still in 2-3 from what I see. Casper might have gotten backed at some point or another. I want to see what happened exactly to him.
Yeah, the
Thing
PAL.
is, if SA has blue, so that means one runner's out of the race. Can't really do much until Frozen finishes.
The shock does come in on the other POV. Let's see how much of a factor that's going to play into the race. That had to have been an NON shock, considering that it got Frozen out of the cut and Casper coming up the rear.
Yeah, get to the ground star roll, help him maintain his speed and maintain first here.
Not going for the box.
Yeah, a little risky.
Should be able to keep first.
Yeah, just to confirm.
Yep.
Blue onto Frozen, right on the net. That's the worst spot to get blued.
Oh, that red.
Go for him. Wow.
Somehow able to
Yeah, that
recover.
was.
A let off there, but it's wow. It's just a strong race from NON.
Yeah, it looks like a 1-3-4-6 for them. Yeah, that blue. That's the problem with that shock too, because if SA were holding blue, it just reset the items and gave NON an opportunity to pull it at last lap.
I mean, where were SA all race, right? It's just
Yeah, Frozen's just been up there by himself the
Yeah.
entire war. I feel like
One was holding blue for sure. I just have to assume that just because of the spots. But this is what we expected with no Jake. Frozen in a lot of 1v2s and 1v3s up in the front. He ended up winning that one, but then you have to go to the shock battle. And Rose has just been dominating.
Yeah, we do see SA probably down close to 100 now. So definitely detrimental. Not in a good place for them. We'll see what track they opt for. Starting in 256, I believe. They will opt for Stadium again.
And at this point, it's just maybe you can be optimistic and say we can go for bonus point because that's a thing now, and that's gonna play a factor. But
Yeah.
it's just keeping the plus minus down.
this is
loss,
definitely gonna put a dent
yeah.
in Sakura's season for sure. If they do suffer this loss without getting the bonus point, they're gonna be falling kind of far behind. And in week 5, they're gonna be playing MW, so it's gonna be a tough task for them if they do lose this match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're going to go basically perfect the second half of the split, beating SE VC, like all those teams, to have any chance of having a good ending.
And at the beginning of the season, we thought it'd be like a 3-3 split, the top three and the bottom three, but at the moment, it looks like a 4-2 split with SA and AP1 being the bottom two, and then everyone else really competing for first.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to have Frozen there. He doesn't take the best turn skip there, or the U-turn, so allows NON to get into top two.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see on this track. Early top three, actually, for NON. Frozen needs to make turn skip or something to get into these top spots. Does make it pretty cleanly. And Azmac does concede.
Yeah. Azmac just tanking a TC, but just giving his team a bigger break.
It was a nice double back there from NON. It was the Nana that
Yeah.
connected, though.
Chris winning the bag battle, gets one box in 10th there. Don't know if he got it. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, well, the bagger in 10th is Goldening. We'll look to see who that is when we come up here.
Second
NON
for Casper.
He's top two. We do see Chris in 10th. This is really good information. We could see a TS or something coming on NON.
Yeah, I think they need to. Again, bottom three really far behind. I know one of them has to be Chili.
Yeah, one of them is also Sunsui.
Frozen not afraid to stay in Queen's Trail. Gets the mid-air
Wow.
draft. Wow.
I've never seen that, but just
Whoa.
instantly
What?
back.
That's nicely coordinated by Casper there.
Alternative lines here from Frozen and ends up working, but not enough. Not even going for the box there, which is probably a misplay.
I mean, nobody. I don't think SA are holding anything in the mid spots because Sam just took the cut here, and so their best bet is to TS one of the top two and try to get 2-3, but that's really it. Doesn't happen.
No shot coming in, passing his TC to his teammate.
Passes. Oh my god.
Doesn't matter in the end.
The game. The one time that Chris is in last, the game decides, nope, shot going to roast anyway.
If this is a close match, that would have been a huge misplay. Where 3-4 both going over the ramp at the same time, but at the moment, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Frozen not playing bad at all, really. He's been, again, lots of 1v2s and 1v3s, but this is just not the same team as JX, where you have really good support runners.
I mean, Chili's been up there every now and again, but I've seen virtually nothing from Fusion.
Yeah.
He wasn't in a position in DDR where he was able to break the spots, but unfortunately tries to go for the risky ultra and fails it. So aside from that, I mean, not much help.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen Fusion in a top 5 spot since DDR, which is not what you want to see. Like Frozen without his partner Jake, this team is just looks pretty useless, to be honest. It's not look like on the same level as NON.
Yeah, this is just two teams on different playing fields. At this point, it's just wrap it up strat from SA. Maybe some Yoshi falls and whatever. Just to get it over with.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 90. I mean, this is, wow. I mean, we still got 4 races left. Anything can happen. But 92 is certainly a tough task.
Yeah. Just try to play for pride at least. Try to get some good races. I'd like to see some more from Sam, Chili, Fusion, trying to get up there and help support Frozen.
Yeah, I think we all knew that once Jake got PO'd, if it wasn't over already, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So looking ahead, who is NON playing next week?
Week 5, that would be, they're playing VC.
Yeah, that could be a really crucial match for them. If they could take the match off of VC, that's gonna put them right in that top contention for one of those top spots, as VC did lose to SC last night, dropping them down.
Yeah, interested to see how long SC can go. Actually, no team is undefeated anymore with VC
Yeah, VC
losing.
was the last one, yeah.
The top is going to be really interesting because MW back hitting their stride again after that week 1 blip. I don't know if they're gonna lose many matches, but who knows?
Alright. We see DKS coming out, presumably for NON. Casper, proficient at this track. He's proficient at pretty much every track. I don't know what I'm saying, but we do see a few.
Casper's been in first so much the last 5 races.
We've kind of knocked Fusion a little bit, but that was very unfortunate on his end, that side green there. And now, you know, SA are starting. Well, I was gonna say they're starting to fall behind, but Chili and Frozen both making the double right behind Casper. Unfortunately, not the best line there from Frozen.
Looks like Chili does outline. We're at
Casper failing Zipper. Chris making the bagging strat.
Ooh.
good.
Oh, again.
Another failed Zipper.
Again. Did
He
that last
avoids
one.
the red though, somehow.
Oh, this is a prime bomb spot. Just get it up there right now.
Will we get Asmac?
Not quite.
Where did they
Where
even
did that
go?
go? I don't know if that. I don't know if
What?
that exploded. Okay.
I've seen Frozen attempt that a lot in wars. Where
I don't know why.
which are lost.
With a golden, yeah, I don't see the point in risking that. I feel like it's because he lost a lot of time with those 2 Zipper fails, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna make it up, but unfortunately, you know,
Yeah,
high
now
risk, high
it's
reward.
just montage. Going for some montage clips.
Yeah, he got the Strumos glitch lap on, so feeling
Did he
himself.
bump Chili off? No, not quite. That would have been a good play though, to just try to get Chili like right ahead of him and bump him, put him off. But nicely done from Chili there to be able to stay composed.
Yeah, good to see Chili up here running and Sam in third. 2 players we definitely wanted to see up here.
Oh,
Frozen.
Okay, Frozen.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Frozen's just kind of given up, which is unfortunate to see.
Oh, the blue slow from Casper. Was it successful? Yes, it is. Gets right into Sam. Yeah.
What happened to Chili?
I'm not entirely sure. I think he also got caught in that blue slowdown effect, and we'll see how that plays into the rest of the race. Susui in second, going to be in a prime position to get up to first. Instead, he goes around. It's going to be Quinn taking the double. It's going to be a top 3. Oh my god.
One red. Will it hit?
This curtains. This is definitely curtains. If there wasn't any doubt, I mean, if there was any doubt, there isn't any now.
2 Jimmys from Frozen, both failed. Yeah, it's just go for some montage clips. Nobody will know that you're losing by 90. One of those wars for Frozen and SA. And this is just maybe go for a plus 150 for NON. Well, I guess we're bound to get a blowout in D1. We've seen a lot of close matches, this not being one, but it gives us a chance to maybe talk about some other matches in the league. Maybe some other divisions if we want.
I know.
Yeah, what we got today?
Let's see. So we were trying to cast this, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be Apocalypse 2 versus Forgotten Legends. I know Forgotten Legends were highly predicted to get first. It was an overwhelming majority of players that voted for Forgotten Legends to get first. So far, they're doing pretty well in the season. 3-0 with 9 points ahead of UC with 7. And Apocalypse Ruby with 0. Dead bottom.
Wow. Really? That is... I
Surprising.
predicted them high. Maybe second. Probably
Yeah.
second.
I don't know. I feel like this just overall season of MKPS, all the divisions are just like so close. Like I feel like any team could beat any team in division, given like a good lineup or a good day. Like especially D2 and D3 are the closest I've probably ever seen.
Yeah, and just when we think we have, certain teams that are going to make a name for themselves, all of a sudden they drop. We saw Lethal Vengeance with a very impressive win against Insane in week 1, but then they ended up losing to Infinite by 61, and then to Forgotten Legends, which was a little bit closer, by 14. So a dream start for Lethal Vengeance, shot down really quickly.
Yeah, I think it's been a tough season for every Apocalypse team. I don't know.
Pretty
If
sure they're like
they
0 and
won.
9 overall.
Yeah.
That shows that quantity is not necessarily better than quality sometimes.
Hope to see that end relatively soon.
Yeah. Casper making the nice ultra.
Casper's gonna go for 3 for 3.
We are traveling in time, baby.
Oh,
see what happens
okay.
up here.
Oh.
There's the Shroomus.
Oh,
Looks
doesn't
like he
make-
fails it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Casper one of those players. He does Ultra lap 1 and then does Shroomus with the block lap 2.
Yeah. I think that's what he missed the block altogether as well, allowing Frozen to
Yeah.
take it.
I'd like to see him try to stream off Sunsui here, maybe. Could potentially. I guess he was to hold it for the blue, but a stream off on Sunsui could have been good there.
Yeah, Susui in a prime position in second.
Oh, he
Because
got
he
bumped
can-
by Quinn. That's why,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like Casper.
Oh, Frozen with the wall hit.
Unless there's a,
Might
unless there's
be
a
good. This might be good for him. He can maybe push Susui off Ultra. Oh, it looks like Susui just gonna block it instead.
It's not blocked
wait.
though.
Oh,
Ooh,
ooh, that was nice.
misplay from Susui there. You have to block it.
Yeah, she has shot coming in, presumably. I'm not sure who that was. Everyone's so far behind. I would assume an NON shock to prevent SA from taking cut. We do see a few.
No, because we saw Casper going to Mega. No. I think it was SA to prevent, like, getting, getting Frozen
Oh,
right out of the
yeah.
cut. And yeah, Casper was aligning for that Ultra, so yeah, most certainly an SA shock.
Yeah, dodges two people on a star. It looks like. Are we doing this? I guess.
Yes, we are.
Did he
Sam,
make Shroom Ultra? Like, he went really fast.
Kind of nutty, bro. Made the
He went
stream.
really fast. What?
And Casper.
Not good for the Indos, but
That's a good race for SA. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
1, 3, 4, 5. Good plays from Sam. Frozen.
they're going to need to do this again and again, though.
yeah, I don't even know what the goal is if you're SA. Maybe
On
minus
top
80.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
They brought it down to 100. So I don't think it's possible still at this point. But they can go for the bonus point. I think that is still possible. They do need 2 top 5s, however.
Yeah, I wouldn't bank on that, but a little
I
more.
think they're gonna go for it.
You kind of have to at this point. Because I feel like if you were to get into a 3-way tiebreaker, the first... I'm actually not sure. If you tie between 2 teams, the first tiebreaker will be head-to-head. But if you tie between 3 teams, I'm not entirely sure what the ruling is.
Wouldn't it be differential, like score difference?
Among the 3 teams, I think head-to-head differential among the 3 teams would have to be the second tiebreaker, or the first tiebreaker among a 3-way tie.
So they don't do overall differential. They do. That's so confusing. I feel like it'd be.
It's been like that for a while now, where they do head-to-head, because there are times in which teams get free wins, and maybe not so much anymore.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyway,
So
I don't
MC.
think we've seen any free ones, which is good so far. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the Apocalypse teams might. I doubt it though.
Yeah, they gotta get their pay, so I don't think Smoke's gonna be doing any free.
Yeah.
ooh, that thing can
Only
bounce
top
back.
2. There's one of the weird green bounces like off that turn. I don't know how it works. The angle's like super weird.
I find it interesting that both baggers decide to sit until 30. We'll see who wins out in the end. This is a prime pull here.
That is a
Really good
pull.
pull. With the skull red in first, though. Backs it. Okay. Good for Frozen. Gonna get into first here. Looking at the shock battle, we do see a bagger look like trying to start the other one. Someone uses Bill. We'll see that it is up here. Looks like it was Roast that uses Bill, so that's really good for SA. Definitely looks.
Doesn't have it though. Just golding back and forth.
Yeah.
Again, a really spread out pack. Looks like Fusion in 8th place.
Is there going to be a shock
Another
cancel coming in
blue.
here? No. Ah, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah, a little late.
Who's coming up? Sam with a TC, and there's Casper.
I mean, he had
So
that
that's
start.
shock.
He had that start
Yeah.
for 2 laps, so it was a nice prediction there.
Shock not ending up. Wow, that gives N1 a really good race.
Yeah, let's watch this from Casper's POV. Assumably a good prediction from him to star. Uh
I don't
oh,
know what happened to
wait.
Sam. He he didn't dodge. He just got shocked in the box with a TC.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fortunate for Casper getting a star in fifth. I mean a golden in fifth after dodging. It's pretty good for him. Gonna get him in first. Yeah, but I guess it cancels off the frozen fifth place golden. But yeah, that's bonus points probably not looking too good anymore. I guess the goal now is keep it under 100.
Yeah, another shock for Chris. I don't know what the shock count is, but
Yeah, I could probably let you know right after the war. We could talk about that if you want. But yeah, definitely not in SA's favor. Put it simply.
They did have well, SA did get a shock in BC Wii. That was one of, if not their only shocks, really.
Yeah, I think they got one on DC3,
Yeah, that was theirs as well.
the DDR one, I think.
DDR. So it looks like 4 or 5 potentially. So
And
yeah,
4 or 5 shocks is enough to win you a war, but maybe not in a D1 setting.
yeah. I mean, Azmac did a couple of races where he pulled two, like RBC pulled two, and it's kind of like brought them ahead.
It's really a combination of multiple factors for SA because in the beginning we were really worried about Chris and how he would do. I guess it was just a really shaky start, right? In the first race he did fail the strat going backwards in RBC, but then he kind of started to pick it up a little bit. I guess in the end it was just SA. Really, we haven't seen much presence from them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think to be
Usually,
fair to Chris, though, I think you can't put this on him. I feel like SA just were not up there at all.
Yeah, I agree. Usually at this point in the war, we try and think of a turning point in the war, but really there wasn't any. It was just right from the get-go, NON up in the top spots, that double shock RBC. Didn't even get to track fix the chain, but they just kept winning.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, Frozen is dropping hecka frames right now, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
It's one of Sam's staple tracks here. I like to see him get him in the front. He's very confident in his DKM ability.
All right, MKPS slideshow. Let's see. All right, what's gonna happen
one-
here? Who wants to be a
this one-
millionaire? At this rate, okay.
Did not expect that one.
At this point, I mean, we could have Casper catch up in the POV. Maybe they'll be in the same wavelength. We'll see what happened here in Casper's POV.
Yeah, Casper, see him in first.
Roost is... I don't think Chris is bagging this race, because Roast
Yeah.
is just sitting there.
Yeah. Screen could be good on Chili here. Opts to hold it. Yeah, I see a 2-3. Back coming out, gonna miss.
Greens are actually surprisingly hard to dodge there, because you might be stuck in a wheelie.
Ooh, Chris coming into first.
They could have easily trolled somebody. Oh wait, I mean, he is running actually.
He's
That's an
running,
Amazon,
yeah,
yeah,
first.
and getting Chris out. Okay, but still an okay. That was a weird shock actually. Both teams getting in it.
Versus Casper, and on DKM, I know Sam is really good at this track. But so is Casper with that nice wraparound.
I would have to think that was an NON shot because AZ got in the cannon and got Chris out.
This is just stat padding now. Maybe a 3-shock race for him.
Well, it looks like Sam died or something, so it looks like Azmac Quinn. Yeah, top
Oh no, top 4.
Quinn. Yeah.
Oh, let's see it frozen. Damn.
Yeah, Frozen trying to buff up the montage. But
Nope. Oh, okay, he made it.
There is a shock at the end. Looks like an SA,
oh, okay.
maybe an SA shock in 9th.
I don't think it's possible for him to get shocked there. But yeah, so overall, very rough war if you're an SA fan. Very, very like optimistic war if you're an NON fan. They look dominant here and definitely look like they could take on any team in this division.
Yeah, and even, I want to say if Jake didn't get PO, that we'd see the same result, not not a plus 100 or 150 that we're seeing now, but probably an N01 win just based off those first 3 races where Jake did play.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, I saw Chili, by the way, in that early lap 1. I mean, he was avoiding the backspans from Casper, but I think out of Candy might have gotten redded, and since then he wasn't able to recover. Because I was wondering where he went, because he was in that top spot, but after that he wasn't able to crack the top 5 ever since the cannon. He had to have gotten redded out or backspammed or something. And that being said, though, I mean, that's an absolutely dominant performance from Now or Never. Very impressive.
Yeah, I said this lineup is scary. One of the better lineups they put out. I don't really like double daisies in D1 or in any division really. So I like that Emil swapped to Azmac, and it paid off in the end.
the only like change I could think of making is like Luke for Sunsui. Other than that, that's probably their best lineup.
Yeah,
They could challenge probably any team in this division.
I do like Susui's position in this squad because I think he's one of the guys who calls the shots. I don't think you're gonna see Azmac or Casper call a lot of shots. Maybe when
Yeah.
I think Susu will keep his spot.
Yeah.
And after this performance, it's kind of hard to switch the lineup up. Even the roast for tiers is a downgrade.
Yeah, for sure. And thing about SA, it's been a rough couple weeks for them. Two like pretty much opposite kinds of losses, both probably hurt just as equally. Like VC losing the last race on CM, up pretty much the entire war, and then this race just getting absolutely dominated. It's gonna be really disheartening for them. And I hope they can come back mentally and come back with these next few weeks and try to put up some good results. But looking to the future, NON looking really promising.
Yeah, and even if SA finish, I think the goal for SA is just not to finish last because you do not want to play AV in the gauntlet stage. So if they can just finish above AP1, they'll probably go against Moonblast in that stage where you'd think SA would come out on top.
Yeah, but Moonblast have been very dominant this season from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think they're undefeated still.
Yeah, Sal doing what he does best, just tearing up D2. So yeah, shot count ended up being 5-6 in favor of Roast, so not as bad as we expected, but I think bagging wasn't the tail of this war. It was more the running prowess of NON.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Any final thoughts, Jaggy?
You know, I think we've already exhausted everything we needed to say in regards to the gauntlet, though. Yeah, like you mentioned, you know, Avail is going to be a tough task if they end up placing last. I mean, Avail is the most likely candidate to place first in that division, and you know, Moonblast is also a close second. I'm not gonna speak too much about them for the sense of bias, but I will say that their rosters, you know, very very good depth in their roster. They can sub in, you know, players like Declan or Ryan, and they have a couple other players that can come in when necessary.
Yeah, and I think that should wrap it up.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for coming along. I don't think we're going to be having another cast today, but tomorrow we may or may not have S1 versus Moonblast, so stay tuned for that one. On behalf of the boards, I'm Jaggy.
Zesti?
I'm Jack.
We will see you guys on the flip side.